first I found out about my vehicle's mechanical failures. Then the screen on this camera
Busted.
gave, and it's only getting worse.
Yeah. Which
Now
makes...
I can't really see out of it at all. Though last night I was trying to figure out what I can do to be able to use as an external source to be able to view what I'm focusing on, or what my composition looks like for that matter.
Yeah, I remember you were staying up
So it's that,
wee hours of the night.
and also my glasses broke. And yeah, it seems as though everything's happening at once, though I'm trying to be optimistic.
We're trying to smile about it, even though deep down we want to cry. Just kidding. I always think I'm just kidding, but sometimes I think maybe I'm not. No, but there's nothing you can do about it.
No, it's fine. I mean, I can get a new pair of these. I can get an external monitor to be able to...
You can get a new truck too.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No.
I'm not going to get no new truck. I'll
No.
repair my truck. I won't get a new truck. But yeah, I don't remember the last time I felt everything was going as it is now.
Yeah, it's been a while, I think, since this has happened, but I guess you just kind of got to go. You have to go with it. You just got to be like, whatever
Yeah,
happens.
you just got to take it on the chin.
Because what the heck are we supposed to do? It's not the end of the world, even though it may feel like it. No,
No, I'm just trying
no,
to...
it's really not the end of the world. We're still alive. We're still here. It's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. We're probably out of focus.
We probably are.
But yeah, it is a beautiful day.
But you found a solution to that. Well, you're going to try it out and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm going to try it out. It should work.
Mm-hmm.
What it is I favor that what I'm working with is very small, and I'm trying to figure out how can I add things that I really don't want to add to it, because it's going to then bulk what I'm carrying, and so I'm trying to keep it as very light as possible.
Yeah, I guess so.
When being very light and having less makes it easier to record.
To want to record too, huh?
Yeah, and so
instead of having to have all this extra stuff with you. Even though I could say you're right about probably protecting the camera a little bit more, that would have been smart.
But earlier you were saying that it might have not been our fault, and I'm starting to think that it wasn't our fault, because I said yesterday that I believed it was because I was probably putting pressure on it by the way I was enclosing it in its case. Though when I think about it, I find it hard to believe, just because it wasn't that much pressure.
Well, you also said it's getting worse too. So
yeah, it's getting worse. So maybe it's that, or it also could be, which I'd hate to think it was this, but also when
that's cool.
Yeah. Also when I've I can't even snap no more because my finger.
Oh yeah, it's your
my
fingers.
dislocated finger. So see, it's one thing after another. But where was I going with this?
Something with the camera. When you went to go plug it up.
Oh yeah, so when I went to go plug it in prior, I want to say there was nothing wrong with it. And then as soon as I hit the power button, so I wonder if there was some kind of short that it gave you the camera.
Maybe, because I know when you were gone in the bathroom, I was looking at the camera thinking I can probably fix it. Not. I remember I was looking at it and I was thinking it doesn't even show a dent or anything in it, where you would think it should have shown some type of dent or scratch, but there's nothing. Behind
the lens, behind the screen, it appears as though there was some kind of pressure put on it.
Yeah.
But when you see the screen itself against against light.
Yeah,
There's no scratch or
nothing.
anything indicating that it had been harmed in that way.
Yeah, so that's all. That's what automatically made me think that it wasn't our fault. Even though if it wasn't our fault, we should still probably take a little bit, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, that, but also, I know you mentioned, well, can we still buy another? Mm-hmm. And we could, but then I'm on the fence just because what if it happens again?
Yeah, I was just actually about to think that. I was like, well, if it's not our fault and we buy another one,
yeah,
and it happens again, then yeah, that's gonna suck. So I don't know.
It's gonna double suck.
Yeah, I know. I need to stop saying suck, actually. I need to stop saying that. I'm so used to saying that word, but it's gonna be disappointing if we buy another one and then
it happened again.
Yeah. But it's just so funny how all this stuff is happening at once. And you kind of get, I mean, at least for me, I kind of get a little bit overwhelmed, but I think, well, there's nothing I can do about it because I know at the end of the day we'll be fine.
Yeah, well, I know people have had problems with this model of camera in particular, and while people were saying this, I was thinking, man, I must be really lucky because it hasn't happened to me yet. But I did have that looming thinking to myself, yeah, it's probably going to happen at some point, and now it has.
I didn't think that would just happen though. I thought maybe it would have been something with it just completely. I thought it was only something with the battery.
Yeah.
That can happen too, but. And honestly, that could have been what caused it when you plugged it in. Maybe something happened. Who knows? But hopefully we come out looking okay.
Well, yesterday's footage looked all right.
Oh yeah.
So that's the good thing, is it doesn't affect the footage. So it's just the screen
there,
itself.
There goes my glass.
I'm gonna try to put some adhesive as I have in the past, which was a fix, temporary fix. But yeah, I also had tape on it at one point. But it's to the point where I need to just buy myself a new pair.
Yes, and we will.
I'm really stubborn about that. Yeah. I will try to,
because we have the money to do it. You're making it like we're
and
cheap.
Even the camera here, but
no,
I'd
but
rather
I get it. Yeah.
try to find other means of having it work than to go buy a new one, because
I get what you mean, yeah.
Then it'll bother me that we have a somewhat functioning camera that can manage to render what you want out of it. You just have to play with it a little bit more now.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I think that would bother me too, knowing that, because I tell you, oh, we should just get another camera, but it doesn't make sense to do that because so far we still look okay.
Yeah, but
we should use it until it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Before yesterday, I was able to see at least half of the screen, and so I can kind of picture what the composition looked like, even though the rest of it was flickering. I figured, okay, it looks like I'm in focus. Now I don't know if it is or not.
Oh geez, okay.
Yeah. I just hit the focus button on the camera, which I always manually focus. Today I didn't do that. I just had to rely on that. So hopefully we are, and if not, we'll see how it appears.
That person up on the bridge, whatever he's doing, it sounds nice. But yeah, hopefully it works. But I know you'll find a solution for it.
Yeah.
You were up super late at night.
Yeah, till 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I figured that
sleep
too.
Because it's just.
I was like, I know him.
I'm trying to think of solutions to it, and I really don't want to buy a screen for the sole purpose of being able to focus, because I only use it just for about 30 seconds just to make sure the composition is how I want it, and if we're in focus, that's it. And so to buy a screen just for that, and then it's it's not going to be used as
I totally
anything
understand
else.
where you're coming
So
from.
that's why I'm looking at getting an iPad, because with that, at least you can use it for multiple things as opposed to just making sure you're focused. And so, yeah, there's a certain cable that I can get to make it work, but also I have to make certain that it's a certain generation of
I remember you told me.
iPad that has iOS 17, I believe. So that's the bare minimum requirement for me to be able to do what I needed to do.
And iPads are fairly small and skinny, so it won't be so bulky to carry around.
Also, too, I favor that it's quiet.
It is, yeah.
Because I've seen some reviews of other screens, and that's one thing about it.
They make a lot of noise.
Make a lot of noise.
Oh man.
And so, yeah.
I know we're gonna try to make it work.
Yeah.
Unless it completely gives out.
Yeah, because
we'll get a different one.
You see how I keep it in a case?
Yes.
Right? The idea is to have the iPad in the case with just the wire sticking out of it. That way I could just have it open, and then I'm quickly focusing on it, and then I can just forget about it and hit record.
Yeah, that might not be bad.
Because at that point, I'd rather use it for just that, just to be able to focus and see what I'm doing, and forget about the screen that's on this camera to the point where I'll cover it up, because I don't need to see it flickering. I feel it's just gonna
give you anxiety.
Yeah, it's just one less thing I need to be looking at. It's not as though it's working anyway, so I might as well just cover it up.
Yeah. I wish I still had my iPad, even though I don't even think it would have worked.
No, I don't think it would.
Because it was. Yeah, I don't think it would have.
Yeah. We shall see. What do you think?
No, I agree.
You think it'll get figured out?
I think you make a lot of sense with that, because at least we can keep the iPad and do stuff with it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I can have it. Have my own laptop. No, not laptop.
I think there's
iPad.
a way for me to do it even with the laptop, with our MacBook, but that's too much. That's just asking for something to happen to the laptop.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Especially since I now
have
grown accustomed to editing on it as opposed to the Mac Mini at home.
Yeah. Now that might look a little bit much if we were to have that out.
Yeah.
Even though you would only have it out for a little bit, but still, you're right. I didn't think about it. The laptop could mess up, and we don't need that to happen.
No.
We do not need that to happen. We got a good deal on that too.
What now?
The laptop.
Very good deal. Even this camera was a good deal. I got it for very, 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 very.
Yeah, I was looking at.
It's as cheap as you can find one, and given that it was in pretty much pristine condition, yeah, I lucked up with it, and it's given me a lot because I've had it 4 years now.
Oh yeah.
So, if anything, at least there's been that, and not something where I just bought it and I just bought it and then it went out.
Oh man, yeah, that would have sucked.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Would suck again. That is unfortunate if that would have happened. Well, I know yesterday I was looking up that camera and I sent you a link to it, but it wasn't in good of condition as that, and they were asking more for it than what you got that one for.
Now I feel the need to continue, just because for the most part not for the most part, basically all the feedback has been positive.
Yeah, so, I'm still waiting for that negative one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cry. I'm just kidding. No,
I feel a sense of urge to continue.
Yeah,
as
people have
opposed
been
to
very
just
nice.
Scratch and build and think, yeah, it was worth a try. But now,
no,
I think camera's gone out, and yeah, so
I think people have been extremely nice.
Also, sorry, it's now just becoming to where we're becoming comfortable.
Of course it has. Of course.
And then now it gives.
Yeah, but no, we're going to keep on going. We'll have to just see what happens. Like I was saying.
She's going to keep on going, not me.
I'm not going to keep on going. I will. I don't think I could do it.
I'm just joking.
It does make it easier with two of us, so we can communicate better. And But like I said, people have been very nice in the comments. I'm surprised they have been, because of course you think the worst of yourself. I'm like, oh my God, how can people watch us?